Welcome to this quick guide on mastering SQL queries and T-SQL. This is episode number 4 of the series. In last episode, which was episode 3, we discussed about database design in details. Today, we are going to dive into one of the most essential skill for any data profession, that is creating tables. Creating tables that powers real-time applications. Whether you are building a dynamic web application, handling complex business data, or simply managing information at a scale, the foundation of it all starts with well-structured tables. In this video, I will walk you through the step-by-step process of creating tables in SQL Server with real-world scenarios that show just how powerful and flexible your database can be. At the end of this video, you would be able to create all the tables needed for this journey. Ready to turn your data into actionable insight? Let's get started. I am at assignment number 1 of CodeWithAbby.blogspot.com and SQL query assignments. We have already discussed these all in details in last episode, but I just wanted to have a recap. These are going to be, there are 5 tables right now in the list: flat master, residents, users, made master, and made flat link. And these tables are foundational tables, and they are going to help us throughout our journey of these SQL queries and T-SQL. We will be trying all queries based on the data that we will be filling in these tables, and we will further also write T-SQL statements on this. Number of tables will increase as soon as we'll progress on this case study. For your information, these are all real-time scenarios that we have taken, and this is a typical use case of an apartment wherein everything works like there is an apartment, so there are flats, there are residents, there are users, and then the helps coming in that flats of the apartment. That's why there is something called maid master, and then every maid is working and associated with any flat, so there is something called maid flat link. So you can refer the previous video for all these details, but I just wanted to have a quick so that these are only 5 tables right now, which we are going to create today in SQL Server Management Studio, but number of tables will get increased as soon as we'll progress on this case. Make sense? I am in SQL Server Management Studio, and this is a database diagram which shows you the relations and all tables. You see that these are master table, made master having all data types here, and the details, and these tables are all associated with each other, right? That is, how are these tables associated, what kind of foreign key and primary key and other constraints which is already part and parcel of that page wherein we have described each table. So let's quickly go and try to create these tables one by one. So I have a kind of written queries for you, scripts for you, which will create the tables so that we will save our time, mine and yours. You can anytime stop these and you can have a look of these scripts in details. So the first thing that I'm going to create is a flat master, which has only constraint is a primary key and everything is optional. So let's select this and hit this button. This table gets created. Going for the next table is maid master, wherein the maid ID is a primary key, maid name is not null, so we are definitely have to provide the maid name, and sex is either of these 3, male, female, or undefined. We have experience, and we have is active Y or N. If is active means the maid is really active in the society or not, and date of joining means when did the maid join the society, when did she or he come in the society. So let's create this table as well. I'm selecting and hitting the execute button. This table got created, and then the next is a residents table. Residents are those people who are residing within the society or in different flats. So resident ID is primary key. Resident is again resident name is null, not null, and flat number is a number in which the resident stays. And this is a foreign key of flat master table. Obviously, if there is a flat, then there is a flat number coming here. Phone number, date of birth, there is a check on date of birth that any resident cannot be less than 18 years, so that's why the check has been given. The ownership cannot be given to anybody who is less than 18 years old, so that is a check. Email ID, and then last edit at, and that last comment. So let's quickly create this table. As just selecting this and hitting the execute button, table gets created. Let me go to the next table, which is users table. In this table, basically this is the table which is useful for logging into the apartments application system. So that's why the user ID is that. The user ID is the ID of the resident ID. So this is a foreign key to resident table. Username, again a primary key. You cannot have two users like Amit and Amit, both two Amits there in the one society. So there is a that's why this is the primary key. So we know that primary keys are not null and unique both. Password we have is active, we have a created date, and last digit comment. So let's create this table as well. The table gets created here, and next the last is we are getting as a made flat link table. The made flat link table is the table which basically links both made and flat. So there is a possibility that one made can work in multiple flats, right? She can be or he can be associated to multiple flats, and that's where flat number, made ID. So made ID is deriving from made master, that's why it is a foreign key. Working since and ratings. And ratings also we have a check that it cannot be less than 1 and cannot be more than 5. So anything rating that you can give 1 to 5. So let's quickly create these tables. Tables have been created. Let's make sure if tables have been created or not. So I am coming here and I have something, I have already discussed this with you. I can simply select this SP tables and hit the execute button, and we can see that tables got created here. Flat master, made flat link, made master, resident, and users, right? So all tables got created. Make sense? Having said that tables got created, these tables will not be having any value. So let me go and fire the select statement. All tables are blank right now. So let's enter data into the table. So I have written insert statement for flat master. So let's quickly execute this. The flat master table got populated. So I will quickly come here and I will try to see the flat master. So we see that all data we have got in flat master. Now let's insert the record into the resident table, selecting this and hitting this inserted button. So we can see that in residents we have got data. All right, now let's go and fill the data into users table. So let's fill the data into users table. Users table has filled in the data. Now let's fill the made master table. So made master table also okay. There is some problem. I have to select like this, and then data has been filled. Let's go and select into the fill the data into the final table, that made flat link, and hitting the button. Now we have actually filled in all the tables. So if I go and see all the tables one by one, let's say flat master has got data, residents had got data, users had got data, made master has got data, and likewise made flat link has got it, right? So this is going to be foundation of all of your queries coming in future. So next episode onwards, I'll be actually working on small queries, and then the level of the query, the difficulty level of the query will keep increasing episode by episode. We will move ahead and we'll try to introduce many things in the queries, and then finally once we are done with any type of queries, complex to complex queries, we will gradually move towards T-SQL statements, right? I hope that all the concept that I have discussed, we created 5 tables and we have inserted data into that table. We have made our system ready. So please try to do these all. Keep your system ready with all this data, so that next episode onwards we will start creating or executing queries on that, right? So see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Subscribe for more updates. Comment or write us at mailtocodewithabby@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.